Hey, I'm Jessica Nicole, and I have decided to start a new Instagram video series called Girl, What You Wearing? And I decided to do this because many of us are being forced to stay at home because of quarantine, and we're wearing house clothes and comfortable clothes all day long, which is great. There is no shame in that whatsoever, but I think I needed to mix it up a little bit. So I decided I would go down into my closet of red carpet DIY looks that I made over the years and share one of the pieces. I think that you get a different kind of understanding of how a garment may look or feel when you're actually seeing it on a body and it's moving around, as opposed to a blog photo, which is what I usually do. Also, 70% of my blog photos are really, really bad anyway. So I was hoping this might serve as a little bit of inspiration for other people who sew, or, you know, who are into fashion, and for myself, because I got out of the bed this morning and I zhuzhed an eye. And I haven't done that in a little while, and I think it helps me feel a little bit better. So today is going to be my first in the series. By the way, I have a lot of garments because I've been making all my own clothes for about 4 or 5 years now. So I have lots of pieces to share. I also have lots of anxiety. So you might get 30 episodes of this. You might just get one. I don't know. It's a mixed bag. Just stay tuned. So the first pattern that we're going to talk about is this Vogue 8900. Now, if you can see, it's got these little cutouts at the waist, and it's got 2 lengths, and you can either keep the cutouts bare, as in views B and C, I believe, or you can actually like fill in the little side cutouts with fabric. So I decided to make view C. So I made it in a silk cotton fabric that is from the fabric store when they had a actual physical brick and mortar store here in Los Angeles. Unfortunately, they don't anymore, but you can find them online and in Australia and in New Zealand. You won't find this fabric, I'm sorry. And it's perfect for this particular pattern because it has structure and body to it. It's not like a flowy, drapey kind of fabric. And this specific pattern isn't a flowy, drapey kind of dress. It doesn't have, you know, pleats or a gathered waist or anything. It's pretty structured. So it's really important in some particular patterns to make sure that you're making it in the kind of, you know, fabric that it's been designed for. If I were to make this in like a super flowy, like, I don't know, silk, it might still be cute, but it wouldn't give this kind of solid structure that this has. And I think that it fits really well because of the way the fabric is. So this dress has princess seams. They start right here, go all the way down, and the same in the back. And then you've got these little cutouts that you put binding on the inside. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't remember all the details of making this, but I do remember writing in my blog post, which you can totally read at www.jessicanicole.com, that these the bias binding for this part was really, really tricky to do. And I think I might have had to figure out how to do it outside of what the instructions told me to do. So anyway, this is a really easy dress to fit and adjust to your body because it has princess seams. I personally find princess seams to be a lot more forgiving when you're trying to get a really good fit. And if you'll see in the back, I've got a sway back and I've got a waist that is smaller than my hip area. So I was able to get a really nice fit, like there's no bunching or gathering or anything. And I think that the best way to make adjustments on a garment that's got princess seams is to put it on inside out so that your raw edges and seams are on the outside, and literally just go down and pinch or let out the seam as needed. What else can I say about this dress? It's got a really interesting shape. Now, unfortunately, you can't see it because this print is so busy, but it's got an hourglass shape. So it goes out at the hips and then it comes down towards the bottom, which I think makes this dress very, very ripe for doing some cool color blocking or some like weird pattern mixing or something. And you would actually be able to see the change in how the pattern pieces like come together a little bit more. What else can I say about this dress? It's really easy to wear. It does not have pockets. And you know, I love pockets, but they can sometimes mess up with the silhouette of a dress. So I decided to just omit pockets for this and not add any in because I didn't want extra like poof on the hips right there. And I'm wearing these. I don't know if you can see my shoes very well without me actually, there we go, without me flashing you. So this is a pair of shoes that I made, gosh, I think I made these last year in March, and they got a little peep toe. They have a suede little strap piece right here, and then this is a faux snakeskin leather at the top. I love the peep toe. They're not my favorite shoes that I made because I wasn't able to add an extra layer of leather soling to the bottom. So after I wear these for a little while, I'm gonna sit down again. I feel like they're not as stable as I want them to do. So these are more like a cute zhuzh for a small window of wear, like a photo shoot or something like this, but I wouldn't wear these, like, I wouldn't feel super comfortable like going out to dinner and walking in these shoes down the street because they don't feel super stable and secure, and I would hate to like get nervous I was gonna break my ankle or something. But my other heels are much better because I've learned to put a lot more padding in the sole part of it. Yeah, so here's an outfit. Again, you can read more about the process of making this particular Vogue pattern on my website, www.jessicanicole.com. And this has been the first, possibly final, who knows, episode of Girl, What You Wearing? And I thank you very much for joining me.